Hello. I hope you're having a really good time. Today we're going to take a look at the fixture that took place on Sunday, and then we're going to discuss the Carabao Cup final for Chelsea against Liverpool. Then we're going to pinpoint some transfer targets for the upcoming Gameweek 27 and the players that we need to include in our squads if we don't already own them. First of all, we're starting with Wolves against Sheffield. It was a pretty even game, I have to add, but Wolves triumphed over Sheffield. The Blades weren't clinical, and that cost them a lot. Pablo Sarabia scored a goal assisted by Ant Nouri. Dawson got a bonus point as well. That's good for my team. Players like Neto and Chan blanked. So for any of you who bought them, sorry for that, but I believe in the future they're going to return the points as predicted. Regarding the Carabao Cup final, it was a pretty good game, and even though it was 0-0 up until the 118th minute, uh, it was a pretty good game. I enjoyed both sides. Liverpool were playing with a lot of young guys. It was like Van Dijk with 10 kids against Chelsea's billions, but they triumphed at the end. Van Dijk scored the header. It was a first trophy of the year for Liverpool. They are still on for the quadruple. I don't think that this is going to happen, but everyone can dream. Regarding the injuries for Liverpool, Salah, Nunes and Szoboszlai didn't feature. Jones and Elliott were seen with special protective boots. Gravenberch got injured, so a lot of injuries are coming Liverpool's way. So it's pretty difficult to predict who you should buy from Liverpool. Maybe Van Dijk is the best option at the moment, which sounds ridiculous. Alisson wasn't seen at all at Wembley. Jota wasn't seen. So yeah, a lot of first team players are absent. Going into Gameweek 27 transfer targets, in my opinion, we should start from the Arsenal boys. If you don't own Saka, you should get him. It's a must. I don't see a reason not to own Saka at the moment. He's on penalties, he's scoring goals from open play, he's crossing some corners, he's taking some set pieces, so he is a very good option. You should get a defender from them as well, either Saliba or Gabriel, whoever you feel like. They're basically equal. If you can get a third Arsenal player, I would highly recommend getting Odegaard. I know Martinelli is a popular option as well, but I believe Odegaard is way more nailed. First of all, he's their captain. Second of all, Martinelli got some players to challenge for his position, while Odegaard is nailed as it gets. Then going into a Bournemouth Burnley special, I would suggest you try to get Solanke, because in Gameweek 28 he has a good double up against Luton and Sheffield, so he's most probably going to be a popular captain option and it's good to be owned. And facing Burnley away from home is a pretty good fixture for any team basically, so yeah, I would highly recommend getting Solanke if you don't already own him. I see the fixture of Luton against Aston Villa. I don't see a reason to invest in Villa's defense at the moment, but their attack is clinical. Bailey, Watkins, Douglas Lewis, the three of them are delivering good. I know Luton players are going to be popular as well just because that double up in Gameweek 28, but I don't think investing in them ahead of Villa is a good thing to do. Yeah, Luton are scoring for fun at the moment as well, but they're conceding as well. Villa need to keep that form so they can get into the top 4. So I believe Ollie Watkins and most probably Bailey are your two best shoutouts for Villa's team. Spurs face Crystal Palace. I would highly recommend getting Heung-min Son, especially if you are trying to go through Gameweek 29 without taking a lot of hits and using your free hit chip. Son is going to be integral. He's going to be playing for sure, so getting him is a good option. I would be getting him instead of Kevin De Bruyne. I know KDP is going to get into good form as well, but I need to own at least one of those Spurs attackers as they're free scoring this whole season, and I believe they're going to continue doing so against Crystal Palace. From Liverpool side, the only player at the moment that I'm interested in is maybe Van Dijk. I have to see if Salah, Nunes, some of them are going to be back pretty soon. If they're not, it has to be confirmed, but for now they are not of too much of an interest for me. Looking at Newcastle Wolves, maybe Chan is an option, but I have more important players to get rather than Newcastle and Wolves. From Brighton, if you don't own a Brighton player, it's a good thing to get one. Van Hecke, Dunk, Gross for me are the three best options. And from Fulham side, at the moment, I'm just content and waiting. They are going to play in Game Week 29, but it's against Spurs, so we have to see then. Everton, West Ham, I do not fancy any of their players. And Brentford, Chelsea, maybe Ivan Toney, because he's having a fixture in Game Week 29. We have to see during midweek how the FA Cup fixtures are going to finish and who is going to advance and blank for sure for Game Week 29. I believe we're going to have a lot of blanks in Game Week 29, so we will be preparing in future weeks for that. But for now, I think those transfer targets are pretty much enough for you. So my top 5 are Saka, Son, Suwanke, Odegaard, and most probably is going to be Oli Watkins. Yeah, those 5 players. If you try and want to get at least 4 of them, is going to be an ideal thing to do. If you own at least 4 of them, as already mentioned, it's good. You don't need to get the 5th one. But if you own the 5 of them, it's going to be raining points in Game Week 27. I hope you enjoy such type of content. If you do, as usual, subscribe to the channel, give a like to the video, write down a comment to show your support or just ask anything. But for now, guys, I'll be heading out. Bye!